Week-9 and Day 2 of Unified English 2025. With great joy, we are coming every day together, and then we are unfolding a newer self within just by listening to these conversation and paying more attention what Babaji is saying, what's the intention behind. Every day we are becoming what we have been seeking for so long, and it is waiting for us. That's interesting, right? So we are making our communication with higher self much, much, much stronger. Very intuitively, we will receive the messages to really, we feel how much we are taken care always, how much ever we worry with new stuff coming in life, but there is support always. So let us continue this journey. And every day, by understanding more, we are becoming more and more compassionate, more and more understanding of life. What we can do about it, Babaji is going to teach. He is going to tell us in the remaining chapter more about our life and the society and where we are today. So that's the benefit of having the latest wisdom with us, right? So let us continue our practice today with Week-9. I would like to invite Nehaji today to take over the session. She would share a beautiful summary of the session, of the chapter, and after that we'll go into the practice together. Thank you so much. Welcome, Nehaji.
Thank you, Preeti again for this wonderful opportunity to be here with all of the wonderful masters. And I welcome all dear friends, all the masters, and I also congratulate today's day 70 of our being together on this journey. Can you believe that? So I congratulate all of you for your patience and dedication with part 1 of the course. And I can assure you that the rest of the journey will be even more interesting and eye-opening. And if we have been honest with our practices at part 1, this will open a very new chapter in your life. So keep your curiosity driving you. So let's come to the chapter today in our 9th week is about claiming true desires. And we have been given, if we have read the chapter today, we have been given a short 7 simple step-by-step guidance in the beginning of the chapter to remind us that we need to fully understand the mechanics of how we can know about the true desires. For that, if we have a busy mind or a monkey mind, then we can never know our true desires. So for knowing our true desires, we just need a very stable state of mind, which is free from any kind of previous conditioning or any kind of bias. So we need to be in the state of love, bliss, peace, happiness to really know what is our true desire. Hence, these practices have been reminded to sit in a quiet place, focus on the love, clear and close your aura, unify with God qualities, state the purpose of communication, right? And also speak out whatever the communication is given in thoughts or write down. So it is a process to first come to that state where we can know our true desires. So if you are following this course, make sure you keep following these steps to get the best benefit out of it. And other than that, we have been also reminded of closing and clearing our aura practice, which is extremely important when with regards to this chapter, while we are knowing about our true desires and manifestation, because we cannot know our desires if we are under some sort of influence. If we are continuously influenced by external situation, we can never know our true desires. And that is exactly what is our state currently. Because one moment we want something, then other moment we want something else. One moment we want to be that singer on the TV, and one moment we want to be, leave everything and just go in some small hut and live, and or probably we want to become a farmer someday. So that kind of random desires keep happening moment by moment, because everything is changing and everybody is influencing us. So that's why these practices play a very crucial role while manifesting. We need to be in total awareness during the day also, and have a very one pointed focus, that we have to be in a state of love, or a state of peace and calmness, so that we are continuously with our higher self, and that will keep us guiding us. So because it is very important, because we are creating a very powerful emotion behind whatever we claim, right? We want couple of things in our life. We desire something which never end. So we have to be very conscious about, first of all, whatever we are desiring, and also we have to have that conviction behind our desires so that they come true. So our thoughts have to be backed up with a very strong emotion. Hence, we need to do these practices of clearing the uninvited influences so that our emotion doesn't sway. So the evening practice has also been given, so that when we go to sleep, even in our dream state, we go with that emotion. That emotion doesn't change. So we are creating an energy for manifestation, for making our dreams come true, or probably being in the state of love. That is what we are doing. So if we keep swinging here and there and getting influenced, then whatever we desire, any seed thought, any thought like that, may not get the right environment for blooming. So that is why it is very important that we know that we need to be focused for something. We need to keep our energy in that high state. So I'm hoping that in your unified notebook, you might have written the thoughts that needed correction, as they will help you see your present thoughts, see where your present thoughts are coming in between your desires or your manifestation. So keep it handy. If you have not prepared the list, please definitely prepare a list, because then you know what is coming in between you and your desires. So in that chapter, we got aware of our thoughts, and now we will learn short, effective way to correct those thoughts. If you remember, in that chapter, we were told not to correct anything. Leave it for this chapter. Now, so this is the time where we would learn an effective way to correct our thoughts. So not only our conscious minds learn it, but also our a deeper subconscious also learns that way. So before we claim our desires, we should also know what our true desires are. So this chapter is helping you to connect with your true desires. And that is why being with higher self is so important. And we cannot be with our everyday mind to know our true desires. Because the moment you are in a quiet, blissful state, and you know that um, you are more than this body, you are more than this these five senses. You are aware that um, you are totally limitless. Then that question will arise when you sit in a quiet state. Then you ask that question and see what comes to you as a thought when you are in that limitless state. So we are asking from our all-knowing intelligence, that is our higher self, which knows everything. What brings us happiness, what brings us joy, what brings us bliss. And also it is a state where it has everything. It already has it. So what could it desire? What kind of suggestions will it give? So think on those lines and then trust on the knowledge that you receive. So the reason we are asking from higher self is because that's our complete part. That's our totality. It doesn't lack in love. It doesn't lack in wisdom. It doesn't lack in knowledge or happiness. So whatever comes from that place, it will not just for hoarding or just for the sake of showing it to others or proving to others. It'll be simply your own, own desire that gives you happiness. Something that already you are already complete. Like we have been already doing practices, we are already complete. Now, how do I extend this happiness, joy, and bliss? That's where our true desires come from. So we need to remember that we are of the same thought that created everything. So we are connected with the entire cosmos. It's also written in the book that everything in the cosmos is one with you. You are that. It is you. So everything is for use and enjoyment. And this is different from the man-made illusion called ownership. So don't confuse the two. So again, it has been reminded that we are part of that thought, and everything in that thought is connected with me. I can use and enjoy everything without stamping my name on it. I may not own something or give my name to it, but if I have to take experience of it, I can very well take the experience of it without claiming it, that this is mine, or just giving a stamp of it that this is my house, like that. So that is man-made ownership. When we start giving names to things, and we, instead of probably like for an example, what comes to my mind is, if I have something in my house, it's not being used also, and it's been lying there, and I see that people out of my house, they need it, I would not sell it. I would not do it. It is rotting in the balcony with water, and the weather is ruining that piece of furniture. But I'm not ready to part with it. I'm not ready to give it away, because I think this is mine. I claim so much. I enforce so much ownership on it that I'm not ready to share. But think it from the creator's point of view. Everything has been given for our use, for our enjoyment. Everything, from a little flower to mountains to everything, is there for us. And even God has created, if you think about that, God has created human beings to enjoy that relationship with love, with harmony. So, but we start putting our name, my wife, my husband, my this, my that, and then we are out of that experience. So now when we are desiring from a place, that thought of God that created everything, we will automatically desire for experiences that create and brings harmony in God's creation, because that is exactly what God wants out of its creation, right? So we facilitate everything contained in God's thought, which contains peace, bliss, abundance, and all those qualities. So that desire is sync with God qualities. That we have to know, that our truest desires will be in sync with God qualities, and will be giving us the experiences of God qualities. So it's a more conscious desire, which takes in account of the total experience. Now it says that we can claim some specific desires which are specific to us, like we claim of unconditional love in relationships. It can be with a particular person, but we cannot interfere with the free will of that person. So that we have to keep in mind that whatever these kind of claims, personal claims we are doing, it is not interfering with others' free will. So, and the second thing it says, whatever we claim, we need to be realistic. So we need to claim for believable things so that our mind also believes it. Otherwise, it will keep saying, not possible, impossible, that can never happen, you can never get this or never get that. So whatever we claim, it needs to be realistic. And then it also tells about how do we have to write the desire. So whatever thought we want to come true, we write in present tense. When you write the I claim, you have to write it in present tense. That's like it is happening now. You believe it to be true because it definitely exists. And we just have to realize that thing. We have to make it our reality. So it says that there is no future and there's no past. Because when we are doing this exercise, why it is written here, that was coming to me, that if we are doing this exercise and if I write any claim based on my past experience, like, for example, I have never flown an aircraft. So, and something comes in me that I want to be a pilot, you know, but I reject that option because I have never flown an aircraft. So I can never be a pilot. So my past experience influence the claim that I want, the desire that is coming up in me. Or I have believed that I can never be a pilot in my own imagination. I have established this fact that since I have never flown, so I can never be a pilot. So in the future, it's already established that I can never be a pilot. So neither of those things are true. In reality, what is coming, that is the only true, and that is what I need to pursue. So that belief that we have about past and future is all illusion. So whenever I'm claiming, whenever that desire is coming, it has to be free of the judgments from the past and the future. So that's very important thing to note. Then already we have discussed that we don't interfere with anyone's free will because we can create our own experience. But the other person involved has their own understanding of things, own perception of things, and they will create their own experience. So we cannot intervene. So it says, after your quiet periods, examine the list of true desires. So whatever desires are coming, be free, be open to write as many desires you want. It's okay. Because the point is to question yourself where those desires are coming from and why do you need those desires. Because this is a self-inquiry. It's not like it is going to come right away. So write whatever is coming and inquire. Ponder on it, question on it, where those desires are coming from. Is it coming from your lower self, higher self? What is it that is making you take this choice? So that list and the list of thoughts you keep together and then see that how your present thoughts are limiting your desires. It will be very amusing to see. We don't have to reconcile anything. It will be very fun to see. And rest of the things we'll do in the next chapter. So it will be even more fun. So that's how I would end my summary. If there is anything I have missed, maybe.
Thank you, Nehaji. We have been reading and enjoying listening to you. And it's very good to have reminders of things because we tend to forget every time and new things are coming up, right? The true forgiveness, understanding true forgiveness, understanding true desire. And Babaji is saying this is a course on truth. So, do you know what the truth is? What truth are you living today? When we live others' reality, the thought that is seeded by family, society, we don't take responsibility. And that's the reason why we are here and seeking for a better world. So that's where the when we know our true desire, what I really want to do, then no matter what comes, how difficult it is, how big it is, how impossible it seems like, we really take that ownership. And it's not just throwing us in a big ocean. It is also giving us the tool of all-knowing intelligence. We learned it in chapter 4. In very first chapter, Babaji is saying that everything is there for you to use, but are we using it the way it has to be used? So he's saying it's very simple. You just take it and you enjoy it. Whatever you get a free gift, whatever you get a free love, whatever free you get, or whatever you go and just pluck a flower. You pluck it, but you enjoy that flower's beauty, its existence. And then you just say thank you with love and gratitude and forgiveness. Very much important to remind ourselves to be compassionate. There are things that you might not like all around you, but don't keep the grudge within, or don't feel yourself limited with that. Just keep sending love, and then you will see things will be changing. Love is the ultimate. That's what the whole book is teaching. And in coming chapters, Babaji will tell us that love is the only emotion that is there, and everything is a derivative of that. So, in depth, we'll be enjoying more and more. This time, we must um, affirm ourselves really that, okay, I have desires, and that's why I posted that question. If you have a block having desires, because desires are the root cause of suffering, that is what we have heard. But we are not just asking about any desire, we're asking about true desires coming from the very point why we exist today here in this body in a very unique way. So the answer will be very unique. So just come to that mindset and then allow yourself to write anything and just enjoy like a baby. Okay. Thank you so much, Nehaji. Wonderful sharing.
I also would like to add something. Uh, eh, as you were mentioning about the example of the balcony, something lying in my balcony and rotting, and I am not ready to share. If it's a very good and easy step for pretty much everyone that can relate to it and would be able to do it, I will make a suggestion here. Right? Look at your balcony. If you don't have a balcony, look at your house. What are the things that you are not using but you are not sharing? Okay, just make a note and then look at your WhatsApp and see what you keep sharing and why. Both are sharing, and sharing is here, right? So on WhatsApp, you don't even hesitate for a second before sharing. But when you have stuff in your house, you are not even thinking about sharing. Forget about sharing, right? That's such a powerful thing. And then when you are able to figure out, you have a better understanding of yourself. The entire book here, what this whole book is exactly what Ramana Maharshi has asked all of us to do. If you want to get enlightened, start doing who am I? And this whole book, every chapter, Babaji is teaching us one way of looking at yourself. Know yourself better, explore yourself better, right? So self-exploration is what we are doing through the book. And this example, it immediately clicked in my head. I said, wow, beautiful. This is a lovely exercise we can all do. Just for 5 minutes, sit down and look at your house and then look at how do I share on WhatsApp. Like both are sharing activity. But in one place, I don't even hesitate. In another place, I don't even think about. Right? So am I consistent in my life? this is how I learn more about myself. Well, okay, well, Shailesh, in your form, the God is expressing himself in this fashion. This is how I am. Right? You begin to accept your own things in a much easier way. You begin to see, well, okay, this is how I am. This is where I get stuck. And then you will begin to see a pattern. Right? So many things will come up. So, every chapter will make us do something. Why is it a practical course? They ask us to do something, right? And that doing something on the surface is very simple, but beneath it is that bigger objective of self exploration. Every week you know one aspect of yourself, right? In 1 week you learn about my thoughts which need correction. Another week now we are trying to know, okay, what is my desire? And all levels of desire, you will begin to see the levels of your desire also,
Yes.
right? That some of them are temporary, some of them are everlasting. They don't vanish, they don't die, right? Looking at the word desire also, you will begin to understand deeper meaning of it. Well, desire is not truly the root cause of all suffering. Desire is also the root cause of creation, right? Creation happens from desire, idea, thought. That's what creates. So, suffering is also created. That's the learning. And whatever is created can always be destroyed. So, our own understanding of this word, the desire, the meaning of it, the depth of it, once you begin to go there, you will see so much churn inside, and a transformation will start from there only. So, with that, I will leave it. All of you can think in those terms as well. Thank you.
Thank you. That is definitely a task to see whatever is in the house. There are a lot of things I have to now really check everything, but it will be an enjoyable process. So, yeah, thank you for giving us this wonderful exercise.
Yeah,
So let's,
also
yeah,
to know our own complaints.
yeah, true.
We are complaining but not creating, knowing that there's no way to go when we say we don't have any desire. I don't have any desire, and then tomorrow morning there's no desire to clean and cook.
Shall I tell a joke about desire? Anybody interested?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
of course.
So there was this one person. He was poor guy, and he was very devoted to God. He would always be praying every day and say, "Oh God, give me this, give me that." One day he got an idea. Well, why don't I ask the God to give me a lottery? Right? So he started praying and said, well, every day he would pray, God, I want a lottery. God, I want a lottery, and kept doing this. After 1 year or so, the God became tired. The God said, well, okay, he appeared there and he said, well, okay, you keep asking me every day for lottery. You have not even bought the ticket for lottery. How will you get it? So that is what happens with our desires. We are simply desiring. We don't do anything about it, right? Yeah.
Mm.
That is also illusion, right? Like we say I don't have any desire. That is an illusion, really. If you are living in this life, there is something. So just don't hang on there and move on.
And the desire only brings you here on Unified, to this session. The desire to get up from the normal schedule and come here to learn something. So
No one
desire
said
is what
no,
moves
actually.
us. Yeah.
No one said
It is,
no in the desire list, but
yeah.
yes, if there is a little bit of doubt or hesitation, I just wanted to make it clear. Thank you.
So let's prepare for getting into the practice masters. Let's get into a comfortable position in your room. You can dim the lights, drink water, take off your glasses. get into the right posture, which is also very important. Keeping your spine straight but not stiff. Neck straight, head straight, but everything loosely tied like in a string together, in line. Just the movement of energy you can feel with your breath completely. Take a moment to be with your breath. Relax, assimilate everything, all the information. Just taking a deep breath, letting it all sink in slowly. Let's make sure we have our pen and paper. Relax. Feel this moment, all the knowledge that is coming. Feels like a very rush of energy into us, all the knowledge, expanding us, expanding our understanding of things. Going beyond what our five senses can absorb. And we all know this. But we limit our own minds, our capabilities, our capacity to understand what actually our true desires are. Just breathe in. First, relax your body completely. Let's take attention to our feet, the sole of our feet. Relax it, loosen it, whatever you're holding there, any stress, any tension. Just let go. Come to go. The shin area. Calf muscles relax. Loosen your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax your hip muscles. The whole reproductive area. that you've been holding too tight. Just loosen, let it sink into the seat where you're sitting. Relax your abdomen. Take a deep breath in, let your abdomen rise and relax slowly. Notice the base of your spine. See how the breath is flowing through your entire spine, in and out. Relax. Bring your awareness to your entire upper body. Relax. Come to your shoulders. Drop them. You don't need to go anywhere. Right now, this time, this experience is only for you to be here. So drop all that weight. Relax your arms, your fingers, all 10 fingers, feel them. Each finger has a purpose, but they all work in harmony, just like we do. All our organs have a specific purpose, but they are all in harmony, in sync with each other. Relax your neck. Relax all your facial muscles. Just scan your entire face. See which part of your face is tensed. Loosen, relax. Cheeks, relax. Jaws, relax. Eyebrows relaxed. Everything relaxed. Your entire head, scalp. Observe all the sensations happening. And just loosen a little bit more every time you inhale. Now you feel your heart. Just listen. Feel this love. Love taking us beyond what our senses can even perceive. Connect with this spot, this center of your entire being. Taking you beyond the body, beyond the mind. Notice how your body is feeling now. How this energy is filling up your aura and everything around you. Every thought you put in now, create your reality. So put in thoughts of love. We feel this love within us, around us. And we are ready to give this love and light to everything in our aura. So just repeat. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send you love and light. You are all whole and healed, healthy as ever. You are each created in love and light. You are still love and light. You have no pain now, and you are not afraid at all. I assure you of a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you can go in peace. Feel this love expanding. How your own thoughts of love have healed every thought form in your aura and beyond. This guidance of love coming from my higher self. I want to stay with this. Hence, I close my aura to all except my higher self. My Creator has made everything so perfect. And I choose to see only that because I am that perfection. God is love. And love is what I am. Because I'm made in His image, made in the image of God. God is light. I am the light. The light which brings everything alive. God is omniscient, omnipresent. I am omniscient and omnipresent because I'm part of God's thought. I exist everywhere in that thought of God. God is all-knowing intelligence. I am all-knowing intelligence. I trust my inner wisdom because it's what God has given me. And I don't underestimate it at all. I'm guided and supported by all that knowing. And I'm ready to connect with my wisdom, the part of my existence which is all knowing, my higher self. So I ask my higher self for a signal. My dearest higher self, can you please give me my signal now? Take a note. Observe your signal as it comes in your body. How you experience it internally. It's your own private code by your higher self. Once you have it, you are totally unified. If you feel peace, you feel bliss, happiness at this moment, content, then this is the place where we need to ask for our true desires. my higher self, knows my purpose of creation, knows my true desires, the potential, the possibility of me that I never saw myself exploring, never ever thought about it. So today, with all knowingness and awareness, I ask my higher self for my true desires. My dearest higher self, please tell me my true desires. Allow the communication to happen. Whatever comes, just write it without any judgments. Don't believe your monkey mind that you won't be able to do so. Or you are not allowed to dream. Ask your higher self lovingly, my dearest higher self, let me know my true desires. Whatever comes, write it present tense. I claim. Our truest desires do not come from the absence of things, but they come when we realize that everything exists for me at this very moment. I'm so abundant. My mind would not believe that because it doesn't know how to believe it. It looks for external validations. But your inner voice is much stronger. Doesn't need external validations. Just needs your trust. Remember those times when you wanted to color a flower pink, but you were asked to color it purple. When you wanted the giraffe's neck to be shorter, but you were made to make it look longer, more perfect. Those little things, those little desires that we have repressed. Thinking about others' expectations out of us. Dig deep and take them out. Add it to your list. Ask again. My dearest higher self, communicate to me my true desires. Let your higher self bring all those hidden desires. Accept them as love. Whatever thoughts come, repeat them mentally so that your higher self knows it has been heard. And you understood it. Do not repress that voice. Our higher self always wants us to be authentic, our own selves. And that is why also God has created us. God has created everything in creation like that. Each flower smells differently. Each mountain looks different. Each river flows in a different rhythm. Every note we can hear differently. But everything comes together. In harmony, in coordination. To support each other, love each other. That's the beauty of humanity. We are different, and our difference makes us love each other more. We are here for the expansion of this beautiful quality of love. So say a few words of thanks. Thank your higher self for the guidance today, connecting you slowly, steadily to your purpose. Feel this love from that vast part of you coming into your whole body. And then you can send this love to whomever you can choose. Feel that love going out from you to everyone. See the faces receiving them, smiling back at you. I want to stay in this energy of love. So I close my aura to all except my higher self. I believe in my desires. They are true because they are God's desire. God wants me to create the experience that He has planned for Himself. It was so easy as a child to dream of being a firefighter or a doctor or a singer, actor. We believed that we could touch the sky. We could talk to the stars or the moon. We were chasing butterfly for hours and hours. Why can't we now? Dig deep and find out all those little things that we want to do every day. Those are the desires which give us the experience of happiness and bliss. Brings us in harmony with nature. these small joys, creating an experience for the Creator. So let's keep adding every day to this love bank, the joy bank, abundance bank. With anything we do, big or small, look for the joys which are there in this present moment. Take a deep breath. And now let's come out with this beautiful thought of adding to the love bank. Slowly coming out of the practice today. You can unclasp your hands, feel your body. Whenever you are ready to come out, you can put both of your palms on your eyes. Slowly, gently open your eyes on the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's be very, very grateful at this moment to Babaji, to all the masters, all the beautiful souls who came up with this course, inspired so many people, awakening us each day. Let's thank everyone from the bottom of our hearts. Feel this love flowing to them and also receiving it back. Enjoy this feeling and slowly come out of experience once you are ready. Thank you, Masters. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your presence.
Thank you, Nehaji. Thank you for this lovely, beautiful meditation. Thank you. I'm sure many of our participants must be now able to create their list. They've started writing. I hope their creative juices should have started moving now.
Wonderful, soothing voice and beautiful guidance stirring within those juices of love. Truly, 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 we are changing every day. Just that intent, everyday reminder, and our willingness will change everything. Thank you. Thank you, Nehaji.
Jayaji, you can unmute, yes.
Yes, I don't know, the feeling of joining in the last few weeks has been sensational. Uh, every part of the way has been very uplifting. It makes me feel light. Uh, I don't know. I felt the whole world was on my shoulders for some reason. Uh,
I
uh,
second that, Jayaji. Even I had those experiences.
yeah. And then learning that forgiving is for giving love is not something that I'd heard before. And I thought, wow, this is, and I mean, when you're spreading love and light or when you're giving love and light, you can't complain and give love and light. You can't be upset or frustrated and give love and light. So once you give love and light, the frustration disappears, it melts away. And then to learn that we are the creator, director, producer. I have been the one who invited the situation. So the blame game disappears. Otherwise, you blame a person or a situation that this thing is happening in my life. So my resistance to life has reduced. There's more acceptance. It feels very good. And then now this week, since you have said to ask my higher self, uh nothing is coming into I mean, I've been blessed so much that every moment now, like if I'm driving, I feel the trees are swaying for me, or when I get up in the morning, I feel the birds are chirping for me. So since I started the meditation, getting up early in the morning was hard. And then now, by itself, my eyes open. I feel like sitting, and I open the door in the morning and I sit by the door, and there's birds chirping away. It's like they're having a party of their own. Everything happened before, but I didn't notice it. Now I'm noticing it. Now I'm enjoying it. Now, uh, and like you said, I have a little garden. So when I walk around, like I was told that they come and say hi to you. So as I walk, I can feel them swaying. It's like they're saying hello. Uh, so many things. I feel, but to ask, uh, I think everything is just falling into place without me asking. So I don't know what to ask. Like there's no desire that I want something, because I wanted to teach. And since I started the meditation, I one time I said, okay, now you show me the way and I'll follow what you want me to do. And a friend called me the next day and she was like, this agent has been bugging me like anything. They need a teacher. Why don't you call them? And I was like, I don't have a course. I've not done any course. I've not. And I contacted them and she told me, you send me your biodata. I was like, I don't have a biodata for teaching. But she was like, send me whatever you have. I was like, okay. Then she said, send me a video and I want to see you, how you speak. I was like, okay. And she's like, okay, so you can start tomorrow. And
Wow.
that was just, I was like, what? And the little kids are just angels. I feel like I'm an instrument to share love, to pass joy, to pass knowledge. And there's so much to learn from every child. Like every time in the meditation, they say you learn to be childlike. So when I see them, they're so full of energy and musty, and it's just a beautiful experience. Then I love art. So many times, like it comes that try this or try that, and it just works out in my favor. So I don't know what to ask. It's like khali ho gaya hai andar. What I was worried about was, why am I not able to understand my thoughts? So with meditation, that I've been able to understand. So the questions have disappeared basically. So in the last 2-3 days that we've been doing, no, yesterday and today, like कुछ आ ही नहीं रहा है अंदर से, जैसे वो खाली हो गया है. And I don't know, it feels a beautiful kind of emptiness. Yeah.
You have transitioned already, right? You're living your heaven.
Yeah.
So you created that to enjoy and just to shine like this.
So it doesn't matter if there's no question, right?
Yes, I will add to this. There is a subtle
Yeah.
difference between asking and
Yeah.
desire.
Yeah.
Desire may be there, but you are not asking.
Huh.
Okay? So
Huh.
you are saying, well, I don't know what to ask, right? Ask is a
Yeah.
thing. Ask is a mind. Mind will ask for things. And right now your
Huh.
mind is at peace. So it says, well, no, I don't need anything, right?
Right.
But desires could be not about asking for yourself.
Huh.
Desires could be about witnessing a change in the universe.
Huh.
That could, I mean, this is just an example. I'm just saying it may, the true desires that we have, think about it like from the perspective of the creator. You are sitting there creating people. Okay? What would be your desire? That's what we are thinking, right? The desire of the creator would be that all my creations should be perfect, should be enjoying whatever they are doing, right? That's the desire. Whether we do it or not is a different thing, right? Whether that happens or not is a different thing, but there is a desire, right? Desires are key drivers to actual creation, right? So now when you are witnessing life from the perspective of the creator, your desires will be very different. And they are in you, or they already are in you. The only thing is, like earlier, you were not able to notice things around you. Same way now, you will begin to notice yourself. That's the purpose of this exercise is dig deeper inside so that you can actually dig into things which are sitting there, which are intrinsic to you. They are part of you, they are embedded in you. They cannot be changed. Those are the things of yourself you will begin to know. So basically, you will begin to know Jaya better. What does Jaya really want? That's a big question. And to know the answer to that question, you have to know Jaya.
Hmm.
That process has started for you, right? You are now beginning to know Jaya in a very different way, associated with the nature, part of nature, creation, and enjoying creation, feeling happy, feeling joy. These are now you are beginning to live the qualities of God, right? You are
Hmm.
beginning to live the qualities of God. Now, from this perspective, when you now start digging deeper, okay, what would be my desire? What would be my desire? True desire will be from this perspective only. So start digging. Don't stop at that. Well, okay, I don't get anything.
No, life didn't end, right? She just
Yeah.
created something. Abhi, you will enjoy what you have created. You will walk
Hmm.
on the path and then one thing will drop, right? So
Hmm.
you wait for that point and then just enjoy what you have created so far. That itself will bring another thing. That's how creation is expanding. The
Yes,
universe is
exactly.
expanding.
It will unfold, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
this will
And
unfold one by one, step by
it
step.
is,
And I really loved your summarizing the experience of Unified. That summary is very, you should listen back once this is over. Go back into the recording and listen to yourself summarizing your experience right in the beginning. That is exactly what this program is meant for. You have actually imbibed the underlying knowledge of this program already, and you are seeing the result, right? That's what it is. Like, your summary is the perfect example.
Many times you'll feel like, it's something, yeah, it's something very easy. What new I'm learning? Sometimes you will feel like, okay, you have achieved what Unified is trying to tell you, but you
Mm.
just reach to a point, and from that point, another point will unfold. You'll see something happening, something
Mm.
coming your way, giving you light, showing you light. So, I mean, that transition will keep happening in a beautiful way. It's just like you know, this is a starting point and it will take you where you want to go and you are not aware of it. That unknown part will reveal.
Mm. I joined meditation during COVID because of Monil, and I was not able to sit more than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I injured my ankle, and then I had no choice but to sit. So because I was sitting, I started, and I thought, hey, this feeling is good, but I want more. Like it's not enough. Now when I'm sitting, I feel good. After that, then again, I'm feeling the same. Like I need more. And so I finished, I think, 1.5 year. And then the last time I came and you gave us the book and said you haven't joined Unified. And I was like, okay, the next time it comes. And I didn't know, but there was an underlining lying desire that I wanted more from more guidance on a step further. So I can see everything unfold, like you said, and there is so much more that it's going to unfold as the progresses. And there are times when I'm not able to sit for the class, but I try that during the day I listen to the whole, um, and without realizing, so many of the questions were actually within me that somebody else is asking, and then getting the answer, I was like, that aha moment is there. So that feels really nice. That I don't know. There's a lot of progress. It's not the situation outside has changed, but the situation inside has changed that has created the change in the entire reflection of what's happening around me. So yeah, that feels nice. Thank you.
I I totally agree. I mean, I feel like, Unified enables us to make our own path. Guidance with higher self is the most beautiful things to have. I have heard Louis saying this again and again, many times. You must have a healthy body and a clear mind and a very strong spiritual connection. And that connection is the connection to our connection with our higher self. That is there to guide always. We feel stuck at times, we don't know where to go. Even I was listing my desires and there were none. But then at night, at 12 o'clock, I left myself alone. And then I said, no, tell me, tell me now. I want to know. Then I surrendered that moment. So I got some. I was happy that I was able to open up myself and um, clearly confront myself that, okay, yes, how about this? What if you have this? What if you get this? And I said, okay, it's good, it's beautiful. Let's go toward this direction. So wonderful. I mean, this
And
adds to the context that Unified is very difficult. It's getting messages is very difficult, and getting signals are very difficult. So you really helped us to bring this everything that it is very simple. We just took it,
uh,
willing.
the more you connect, the faster it just works out. And another thing is, I'm not much of a reader, but I enjoyed reading Louis Hay. And the day I joined, that day was Louis Hay 40 days that started in the meditation. So it just drew me to, I mean, it just fell. I joined the day that it was the 40 days that they had in Hong Kong. and Singapore. It was 40 days with Louis Hay meditation. So that was like, that's why I started.
Very good.
So yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And one very good thing you mentioned just now, which is an answer to one of the comments in our chat today. You mentioned that when we change here, we change inside, everything outside changes, right? Actually, outside things don't change. Our experience of those things changes. Things remain the same. But when we change here, our experience to things outside changes. So here, Reena ji has written a comment saying, declutter your house, life is automatically decluttered. In my experience, the process is reverse. Declutter your mind, your experience of outside will declutter automatically. This is how what I have seen. And in cases when you force decluttering outside, it will come back to that state of clutter over time, right? It will be temporary. So when you declutter your mind, you will see permanent changes, right? So that's a very important thing also for us to learn that where the origin is. Origin is in the thought. Everything is originating from the mind. So if we want results outside, we need to work on the mind in our thoughts. But yeah, beautifully shared your experiences. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. I hope this will create some sort of encouraging vibe for other participants as well. Thank you.
One more thing, whenever I'm sitting, there are sometimes the meditation is too powerful. I'm not able to sit in one position.
That's okay.
Sometimes it's so much energy that like, I don't know, it's not able to take it. So I keep fidgeting from, yeah. So I was wondering, I don't know what to do. Like the energy is too much. Yeah.
Just enjoy, just enjoy it.
I just enjoy it. I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful feeling. Just, like be in the moment. But it just keeps moving. The legs and hands keep moving. I leave my eyes closed, but it's just, yeah. I enjoy it rather than resisting it. I'm like, it's okay. I can feel the vibration then. Yeah.
Yes.
That's where
So
the change is happening, right? And that is happening with everybody. And in 6 months, we will see what happened. We would think that, okay, I couldn't get this, I didn't do this. But ultimately, we will be somewhere.
Mm.
this experience of experiencing too much energy is basically when we expand, when we go from limitedness to unlimitedness. That switch is actually felt in this fashion that you feel, oh, too much energy, right? Because you are sort of now not able to feel your limits, right?
Oh,
In
wow.
meditation, we transcend the mind. Mind is limited, mind creates the limits, and once you transcend the limits, you are infinite. So, in that state, you actually become all that powerful. You have now removed the limits from yourself. That experience feels in that fashion.
No, but she's
Just
saying
enjoy
that
it.
she's moving her hands and legs. So many times we think, okay, it broke, I came out of meditation, right? So that's the concern you had.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not. It's going from limit to limitless. So that's a beautiful way of looking. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anybody else wanting to share? When you
Anybody got desires today?
Yes, I'm only saying that when you ask us questions, when you share your experience, it also gives us a feedback that the course is being positively utilized, right? So your feedback is very important. Whichever way you are either sharing experience or asking questions, it gives us a feedback about your engagement with the course and what you are deriving out of it, right? So please don't hesitate in sharing what you want to share. And yeah, if anybody got some desires today, please, you may not want to share what you got, but you can always say, yes, I got some. I got 10, I got 5, I got 2, whatever.
Yesterday I wrote how many? Oh my God, 10 I think I wrote. Where I was not seeing anything. I got 10. 10. Wow. Yes. Thank you, Anna. Beautiful
7.
ones, really. Even I realized that this cannot be from a um, conscious mind what I wrote, but definitely um, to make this life really meaningful, what it takes. Do I come and go, or do I live it fully? Do I use this place? Do I use this body, the beautiful, magnificent creation I am? So then it revealed I had to confront myself that you have said enough, you have no name. You have said enough, you don't want anything, you have everything. But no, look here. That's where Jayaji was enjoying herself. That transition, that, you will say, why birds have been chirping all time. Yes, I have been seeing all the time. But that experience, that wow, aha moment, that click moment, the hey, I am there for you. The plant saying hello, you go and say, good morning, how are you, beautiful? Just go check. You will get a response.
We will be doing more about the plants later on in one week we will be spending there.
Oh, wonderful. Jyotiji also got 10. Beautiful. And we will see where we are now. We will are
Yes.
they just random, or are they going to give some direction to life?
And from these list of desires, you will also begin to see the beautiful existence of you within you. You have ignored your beautiful part all your life. You've been only focused on, oh, this is less in me, that is less in me, this is wrong with me, right? These desires are going to show that no, you have such a huge, massive, big desire sitting within you, and that desire is for the best, right? You are that beautiful. That's the exploration you are going to have about yourself. Wow, I care so much for the universe. I care so much for the people. I care so much for the plants and trees. All kinds of things you will begin to see about yourself. You will notice those which were so far not being looked at. That's the purpose of this whole thing. Knowing yourself.
And when we write, we automatically get, confronted. Do you really want this? Okay, what are the thoughts that is holding you to be this? Because you have to write that, I claim to have, or I claim to be, or I claim that I am. So in that way, when we write, there is something that negative thought will come. Any reiteration, anything correction, we would know where that correction is happening. And when we receive those thoughts, we enjoy it in that moment where we are unified with God, where we are unified with our highest self. The creation that just happened in that moment. And now we just keep moving in that flow and we see it happening.
Yes, Gracie, you can unmute.
Yeah, hello Shailesh and Preeti ji. Another good session, very good session. I wanted to ask, like, desire. I think I'm a little bit confused here. Desire, when we ask our higher self, and whatever the higher self tells us is our desire, right? But there are some wants, like we want in our life, like we want, suppose, a better job or a big house. So they are just the wants, so they are not the desires,
They
or
are the no, they are also desires. Wants are desires, but they are desires from the perspective of the lower self.
limited mind. Yeah.
Yeah, from the limitedness, I'm kind of,
Yeah.
because I'm not able to think beyond. So what I'm thinking is within the confines of my mind, I'm able to create these kind of desires, right? Okay, I should have a better job, right?
Okay. So
You
if
would want. So now, when you look at it from the perspective of the higher self also wants you to have a better job, but higher self will give you a different thought about the same thing. Your mind thinks of a better job only because it thinks that from that job I will derive happiness, I will
okay.
derive more resources, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when higher self, when you look at it from higher self's perspective, you know those resources are already there.
Okay, so from the higher self's perspective, if higher self says, yeah, you get a better job, but make sure your purpose is to help others too with that better job.
Not necessarily. Higher self will only say that don't limit your possibilities to the job only.
Okay.
Ultimately, you want more resources, right? More happiness. Can it come only from the job? Maybe it can come from elsewhere too. That is the
Okay.
perspective of the higher self. That
Okay.
happiness, which you are looking through the job from limitedness, can come from elsewhere too.
Okay.
And it could be of the level as contagious as you just heard Jayaji talking about. That is happiness arriving, feeling of happiness, experiencing happiness, right? That comes, it can come from any source. Once you open up, you will begin to see, well, more beyond the job, there are other possibilities existing for me in this universe,
Okay.
right? And those, why should I then limit just to the job? Because I am now
Mm-hmm.
reducing my chances of success. By becoming unlimited, my success becomes so much easier,
Yes. So,
right?
like the higher self, when you ask, so is it when the higher self tells you something, is it the purpose of your life, or it could be how come
See,
people are having 10 desires told
right.
them by the higher self? Is it possible?
See, when you look at that list, you begin to see a pattern of your desires, pattern of your aspiration, thinking, right? How do I look at this universe, right? Your pattern, you will begin to see. So that will be specific to you. That's how you begin to know, okay, this is what I'm supposed to focus on in my life, because this will what eventually give me that permanent sense of satisfaction, fulfillment, right?
I
Yes.
mean,
So
I would like to remind here that that connection with higher self and um, that God qualities, right? So those are the driving factor of this course. You want to live your heaven, and your heaven is not there until your basic desires are met, right? So if you see the example that Roger has given in the book, it is with the salary, right? And it is with the job in your context.
Yeah.
What the change that we look for in the job could be driven by changing people around, so that may not be your higher self um, message, right? You're running away from the situation. Basically, you're not facing that situation, you're not learning from there. But if the desire is only to get some extra money, or better opportunity to learn and grow, that could be a different aspect. So how the desire is framed, that I claim to have abundant wealth with this much salary. Right? So that is how the same lower self desire to have a different job, a better salary, a bigger house is written in that way, in that fashion, to have abundant wealth, abundant health, perfect life, the unconditional love in my life. And not only to receive, I also want to give, right? I
Yes.
want to
Yes.
be loved. So those are all desires. That's the higher self desire. I want
Yeah,
to
that's
be
what.
aligned with nature. how nature is putting the order by itself. When a child,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Suppose I want a big business. Suppose I'm running a business and I want it to flourish, and I want to buy a big mansion. These are all my wants, right? So I know all my wants already, and when I sit in my meditation, and my want, one of them is that, okay, I'm going to have a pyramid center opened up for myself. That's my want for now.
And
And if
also
I
know
sit,
that why that wants are there. That's where we have to, see that intention, what those intentions are. Is that intention coming from my higher self, my total existence? What would I feel after I have it? That those are logical mind thinking, but your higher self will not give you directly that this is what you want to experience. You're saying these are my wants, my conscious mind wants this, but then there will be some intent or some that point will be there, what is driving.
yeah, but the wants from the conscious mind, either they are your wants because of your lower faculties, or they are your wants because of your higher faculties, which are your intention, your feelings, and your consciousness and all that. So based on that, if my want is based on the higher faculties, my intentions, that I want to have a pyramid center where everybody can come and they can stay and they can do meditation. But when I sit in my like meditation, and I'm asking my higher self, and all these things are already there in my mind, so what else can I expect my higher self to tell me?
You just write those what you said, why I claim to have this, the experience that you want from that. And that could, you are
Okay.
limiting just to with a pyramid, but what if there's something bigger? What if, even if it is starting with Zoom, right? There's a bigger thing that comes with, you need to have a little trial, you need to have little experiment with other things. Then the bigger thing happens easily. You don't have to do big, it happens with small things that we start doing. One thing unfolds into another. That's how it happens.
Mm.
But at the moment, in this chapter, we are not supposed to analyze the wants or desires. You just make a note, make a list. Doesn't matter where it is
Okay.
coming from. When you sit in
Okay.
conversation with your higher self, in proper state of connection with the higher self, then whatever is coming, don't evaluate it, don't analyze it, just make a note, right? Create a list.
Oh.
Let that list
Okay.
run into 10 pages. How does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It is the more you are able to get it out, the more you know yourself. Well, okay, in my depths, what all is sitting. That is the ultimate purpose of knowing yourself, right? You are not going to judge whether that is coming from lower self, higher self, good, bad. All that is a much later thing. And
Okay.
you once you have the list, you will begin to see that also. That's the beauty
Maybe,
of it.
yeah, maybe that's where I was stuck, because I was, yeah, I get it now. Okay.
Just make a list.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
gather. I mean, at least you think of it like this. You are talking to a little kid, okay? If you shout at the kid will shut down, will not tell you anything. But if you are friendly with the kid and, okay, come, tell me, the kid will keep telling you, keep telling you, keep telling you. Make a note. Just make a note. Don't stop. Hey, why are you asking this? Never do that. Never. Otherwise, the kid will shut down.
Tomorrow
Okay?
my list is gonna be long, so long.
Yeah, just make a note.
Okay.
Yeah. Allow yourself to express you.
Okay.
Hmm.
I
Awesome.
mean, what
Okay.
I realized today also when Nehachi was guiding, the depth is so much that conscious mind is left behind somewhere very far. The depth is so much. Be in that state. Enjoy what comes then. You might be
Okay.
creating those wants or desire in influence of others. That's what it is written, right? That you so far you have created everything with your comfort, with your limited mind, and your desires are almost always influenced by your family members, peers, friends, colleagues, whosoever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
Yes,
then,
yes, yes.
then
Having a pyramid center is a desire you have inherited from others actually.
No,
Trust
I
me.
haven't. Even
Trust
before
me.
even before I joined PSSM, I didn't even that time I was thinking one room I should make it as a meditation room for at least the people on my street. That's where I started. And then it slowly, when I heard about this pyramid and I experienced that, and then I thought, you know what if just I just have a pyramid in my room for now, and then later on maybe bigger things. That's
Uh,
how it came. But yeah, you're right. Like I should not analyze it. That's
yes.
my biggest problem. Like okay. Yeah, I'll make a list. And yeah, Preeti just said, like, I really like that, just don't take it from others or, just sit, relax, and just let it come.
Yeah,
And
because when I wrote last night, I was not this person. I was totally, I'm telling you from my experience that many
yeah,
times it is very difficult to hear ourselves because we are so much, we are so much gelled with other things that,
yeah,
figuring out yourself is so difficult at times. And
yeah,
see,
and
beautifully, Shailesh said, the purpose is to know yourself, always know. So even if you create a pyramid, or if you just make a simple room, or if anything happen in that process, what does it bring to you? These are the after effects of you would come to know. But while writing conversation with higher self, that's another factor. You just be, nothing. I mean, that conditioned mind is not you. You are just you with your one with your higher self in that moment. You're having the signal of your higher self. I mean, I get my signal on my head. So you are having your signal with higher self, and then you are writing things. You are aligned in that moment.
yeah, and when you're saying this, I just got one more thing, my mistake that I was thinking in that moment, but I deep down I know that. But in that moment when I'm sitting, I was always taking higher self as someone else. But no, it's not someone else, it's me. It's my own higher wisdom. And yeah, so thank you so much. So okay. Now I understand where I was stuck. Thanks to you, both of you.
Thank you. And it gives clarity to many. We hesitate to ask, but and these materialistic desires, if they are not met, I mean, the life is not in the place where it has to be. We won't progress. We are
Yes.
seeking, but we are not confronting.
Yes. You're
लॉटरी
right.
का टिकट
Yes.
तो खरीदना ही पड़ेगा.
मैंने खरीदा हुआ है इस वीक देखो क्या होता है अब मेरे हस्बैंड बोले कि ये क्यों खरीदी तू मैंने कहा देखती हूँ who knows आप मेरे साथ आ जाए हो like normally like I'm the only one who's getting the gas but yesterday we were together so he was getting the gas in his car so then I thought you know what you just get the gas and let me get the lottery ticket. He said, why are you doing that? He doesn't believe in all that thing. I said let's see maybe you're lucky for me, who knows, right? And he just laughed. Okay, do it. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
We have twisted life so much. I always feel that that complication we have added to things to have just simple happiness, the choti si asha, that little joy, and
Yeah.
we've made it complicated by having big things in our mind with our just mental conditioning. The success, how we define success, is like
Yeah.
the status, the social status is my success. Appreciation from others is my success. But what I feel
Yeah.
inside, I never want to look at it.
Yeah.
And
So
each one
true.
of us is different. Each one of
Yeah.
us is different. That's why we are trying to see the fingerprint of myself, right? I am beginning to,
Yes.
now I am looking at myself from many different aspects. In every chapter, we will be exploring just ourselves, know us better from various different aspects of ourselves. So at the end, after 24 weeks, you will actually have a very good understanding of yourself. And don't undermine any desire. Your mind will sometimes say, well, you want this? This is a very menial thing. Why do you want this? No, note it. It
Okay.
is a step in knowing yourself. Don't analyze. Just know. Even if it is coming from lower self, let it be. Doesn't matter. Make a note. At
Okay.
least your lower self will feel expressed. somebody is
Yes.
listening to me. Make a note, right?
Okay.
Your lower
Awesome.
self will feel
Okay.
happy. Yes, okay, now somebody is listening to me. My desires are being looked at. Somebody is paying
Yeah.
attention, right? Do that. Allow that thing to come out.
Okay.
I think
Awesome.
Jayaji's
Thank you.
was best, like bringing that childlike, and that's how, okay, no, I want this, this is what how I want to be. That's how
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's what it is bringing. So it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Grace ji.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
much. Yeah.
Thank you, masters. Um, if there is no more question, no more sharing, then we can bring the session to a close now. And of course, the group is always there. We will be doing the third day practice tomorrow for this chapter. So continue what you are doing, continue the practice, and today I think you have more clarity on making note of your desires. So just allow the flow to happen.
Yeah.
It will help. Yeah. Thank you.
Reminder that, I was wondering that we are talking about higher self giving us the desire. And then I was wondering what Roger has Roger wrote for the examples. And he was mentioning about the salary. He was mentioning about relationship. The two examples he gave, right? How is it different from my lower self perspective and from my higher self perspective? And then there was a key line underlined that I claim abundant wealth in the form of salary of this much, or with the salary also is more from or a better job. That thing was added. So that clicked. So why I'm sharing again here is to come and read the chapter again and again. You will see the connection from the previous chapter and what you are exploring in this chapter differently. The chapter reminds us to be in this present moment, manifesting in this present moment. So the feeling I'm carrying as if it is happening in this moment, not with doubt, not with some miracle will happen in the future, right? Or I have to, the moment I write, I start thinking that, okay, to experience this, I need to go and do this, right? So going out of the way, adding more conditions to it, adding more stories to it, will deviate us from the purpose that we are trying to achieve here. So reminder to read the chapter again and the beautiful summary, 7-point summary, 4-point summary, 2-point summary. You make your own note in your own dashboard wherever you sit. You spend most of the time, you keep it there visible so that we don't forget. And that's very crisp and precise, the steps, and very beautifully reminded that you, anyway, you are thinking all the time, just bring this beautiful and the secured safety kind of thought, and that is how you will grow. Your mind will feel safe. Your mind will feel love. Your mind will feel expression. Who doesn't want to be creative? That's what I wrote. I want to be creative by all means. And that creativity, so those kind of desires, it doesn't cannot be taken away by anything, right? Creativity, communication, uh, these are beautiful things to have in life.
Yeah.
Giving time and space to others in relationship.
Yeah.
It's not enforcing things to others. Very beautiful little things we don't realize in day-to-day life. We do that unknowingly. Bring your awareness to your core.
Yeah.
What makes you frustrated at the moment?
There's a question from Kavita ji, the last one. Can you answer that?
Getting a desire and at the same time no signal.
Yeah.
So the
So,
desire is not in the highest best for you. That's what it means to me.
but what I think, these are two separate things, right? You first established a connection with your higher self, got a higher self signal, and kept it active. And now you are saying, okay, give me my true desires, right? And then a desire is coming, but your signal has gone away. That's what I think you are saying, right? Was it aura cleaning signal? So this is your question: is was it aura cleaning signal? Probably yes. But when the desire, when you are getting that desire, make a note of it, and then go back to cleaning your aura, closing your aura, reconnecting with the higher self, and continue the practice. Right? You can do that.
So what
But
is
these
in
are
my
two separate
experience?
things.
Yeah. So that, I mean, your aura clearing signal, you would know. But what my experiences are so far, that in meditation, it used to happen before also. If I get any thought, and if it is not the proper thought, or aligned thought, or I'm going wrong in my head in that moment, I may have tuned to some other channel, or my own thought also, right? It might be imperfect, coming on the surface in that moment, and I'm thinking about it. I would get a jerk, I would get a kind of shock or strong vibration to be alert. Okay, don't do this. So your higher self will guide you to be aware what you are thinking. There are many thoughts you would think and you will feel blissful. The same way in your meditation, you are connected with your higher self, you got a thought, and then it might not be appropriate for you as of now, or you're not thinking in the right direction. So that's how I have experienced these things so far.
And I just wanted to add here, because in the 7 steps which have been written here, it is saying in the 6th step, it is again asking, like it is asking to receive the signal from the higher self after you've done the communication. So I think if we ask again, then also we can get a confirmation that we are connected with the higher self. So
Yes.
we ask before and we ask after also. So I think that also might help us, that if we are on the right thinking track. So this is what I observed, and I just loved the sharing by you and Shailesh today, and of course our masters who are doing wonderful sharings with their experiences. And we often forget that we tend to idealize a lot of things in other people. We want somebody's communication skills, we want somebody else's creativity, and we forget to look what we have. We already have those things with us, so we don't explore that potential. We don't at all challenge ourselves. We just refuse to challenge ourselves, I think. And because we are afraid of failure, probably, and that's how we have been brought up in our childhood. So we don't challenge ourselves. The moment we start challenging ourselves, everything opens up for us. And that
Yes.
is how I see things. I mean, there's nothing I see that I can't do. I can do everything. I need to learn it, but I can do it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
that's the thing. So there's
Perfect.
no need to idolize. I want to see myself as the things I like in somebody. It is very good to appreciate somebody's communication skills or creativity, but I need to take something from there to, work on me. That thing is there, it's existing, and how it comes across, like in my personality, it's a different thing altogether. So I need to be accepting of that this is how you are, and this is how you communicate, this is how your voice, and that has come a lot with the recordings and the explanations we come and do. So it is kind of building a lot of acceptance in me of this is how I am and this is how I talk. So these are my facial expressions and this is what it is. So
Yeah.
so this whole process is very good, like very
Self
satisfying at the end.
acceptance, right? We begin to accept ourselves as we are, without
Yeah.
any analysis or any adjectives added to it.
Mm.
This is who I am, right? Recognizing that this is who I am and this is how I am. And in the process of that evaluation, we will be doing, right, fulfillment of these desires. We are not doing yet. We are only listing the desire. How they will be fulfilled will be done later on. But right now we are just making a list, right? So the important thing here is that if your desire is to become like somebody else, or maybe acquire someone else's skills, nothing wrong with that. It is basically telling you that that is an area, that person's name, whoever that name is there, is only symbolic. But the area, let's say communication skill. So if your focus should be on evolving your communication skill is what you really
Yes,
want. Okay,
exactly.
that person has only become a trigger. But your awareness has now come to development of communication skills, right? That's where it is. So also I want to take this opportunity to explain to you that our belief system has a big role to play in this. Your desires will come from the belief system also. Many of your desires, say for example, you think that let's say helping others or doing charity is a good thing. That's a belief. Okay, and now your desires are going to amplify that particular belief. I will start a big place for people to come and do things, right? And that desire is coming from, it's based on your belief system, a belief from the behind, and there is nothing wrong with it. Our belief systems are very helpful indicators in our life. Those are the areas where we want to work in our life. That's why they become the belief. That's for the rest of your life. You have to function. It's like a checklist to me. So in my belief system, if I have belief that such a thing is supposed to be the best thing to do, well, okay, I got to figure out more about it. I got to experience it now. And from experience, know whether this really is true or not. Okay, so belief system is a starting point. So nothing wrong with that. If it is coming from such a belief system, perfect. It's better. It's a way of knowing yourself deeper. Those are hidden things. And now you are writing down things which are actually hidden. Many a times people want to know, why am I sick? You have an underlying belief inside you. But how do I know my belief? This is the opportunity, right? We are now bringing out those belief systems in the form of desires.
Even correcting thoughts, right? So
Yeah,
important.
everything.
So
Everything
important.
originates from there.
We see, like we started from there, and every week we will be adding to that. That beautiful things we'll come to know about ourselves, and that's where acceptance is very much important. Okay, what's wrong? Anyhow, I'm the best of the creation because God made me at His best. So that appreciation has to come from within. You know,
Yeah.
fish nature is to swim in the water. Why is she would think, okay, I go and climb the tree, like become like a monkey or a bird? She will explore the ocean, all the corners, and enjoying the bliss what she is carrying there. And you know that life purpose, everything that comes walking the same path where we are truly expressing ourselves, we would know what we are naturally inclined with. Naturally, it is flowing through me, and I never noticed, just like the bird chirping, the clock ticking. I never noticed it. And we encounter that personality in these processes. And there will be one chapter where Babaji is revealing that what you're doing here, why you are here. So everything in unified, maybe at first it could feel like it's very difficult, but once we start making connection with the higher self, we start getting the messages and the signals. With that, we transition to a next level, and ultimately after that also you will stop getting those signals, because now you are in that elevated state where your thoughts are automatically thoughts of God, in love, in harmony, in peace, in joy. You might not even feel the signal, but you know you are connected. You would know just by knowing. Your intuition is strong. There's no other infliction. There's a trigger, but you are not inflicted with that. So that is how we will keep transitioning with unified as we practice it more and more, and then to that all-knowing intelligence that will explore more, much more, what we want to do in this moment. Where am I going? But we are just enabling ourselves to live like a whole self, a whole human being. What is this tool? What is this that God has created? Is so magnificent. I have always heard. But the unfoldment will happen slowly, gradually, as we allow it. And every time, no matter what we receive, success, failure, good, bad, how we, feel about ourselves, it has to be accepted.
This the exercise at the end of those specific desires where he has written that you can claim this for yourself. So I saw that as when I read it, I felt that it's a process of evolving, like we are changing our thoughts, patterns. So he's been very kind to include those specific desires that include your lower self desires also. I mean, you are evolving, so you will start thinking differently by just going with the flow. Whatever is coming, okay, I need this, I claim a big house. Why do I need this? Where does it take me? So that self questioning will open new things in us. So wherever we are at any level, or wherever in spirituality we are, it is exercise for everyone to just do more inquiry into ourselves. Why do we do what we are choosing to do? There is
Yes. Kumarji,
yes.
you can unmute. Yeah.
Namaskar, all master. So I would like to say few words. Um, I would like to metaphorically connect. So in ancient time, up to maybe up to now, those are who says real sage. And I was notice. So each sage has one quality, one knowing, and they teach. And if you need a more additional thing, they send different places. So how I felt now here is all masters are sage. You're sharing, contributing. Sailesh Babaji, Priti Babaji, Neve Babaji, all Babaji. So I just want to thank you so much. It's a different time. Everybody knowing, everybody learning, sharing, contributing here. So I just want to thank you so much, all Babaji. You are all Babaji, okay? Contributing in different time, different learning, and because of the possible, our Babaji, Mahavatar Babaji. So you all Babaji. So I just want to thank you so much to contributing, and this place. Just say thank you, all Babaji. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I
Thank you.
accept your calling me Babaji because I feel that we are all made in the image of God.
Yeah, excellent.
Yesterday, somebody was sharing, right, about the book, and I see Babaji picture, I see me. And that's when it clicked to me, that why that picture is there. It's everybody's picture on that book. Whoever owns that book and practicing unified, it's actually your picture. You getting unified. You just don't see Babaji there, but you see yourself there. That's the
Yeah.
key to have Babaji on the book. Now, I mean, I've been also puzzled, but I never, like questioned so hard. But yesterday, unknowingly, that got clicked by somebody sharing something, and then I thought, okay, it's everybody's story. Everybody is unifying. It's my book. I see myself. You see yourself. That's a beautiful thing.
Mm,
Babaji motivating.
yeah.
And if you see your face, the profile of your face, it is very close to the shape of a heart. right? It's
Yeah.
like that, right? You can fit your
Mhm.
face inside this.
Especially
Yeah.
Babaji's picture is like that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It is. So we need to start when you look at yourself in the mirror. Start looking at yourself in that fashion. I am love.
Mhm. Yeah.
Right? That's why my profile is that of a heart. This is how I look. So I am love. And each one of us is the same.
Yeah.
Just we have our flavors are different. We are all ice creams. Someone is vanilla, someone is strawberry, someone is chocolate, right? Butterscotch, all flavors. But all of
एक्चुअली
us
में
are
कमी
ice
नहीं
creams.
Mhm.
है. That uniqueness is, there.
Yeah. Thank you, um, Kumarji. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
So
Okay.
tomorrow will be week 9 English last day, but we'll have question and answer session. And we are also creating the 20 minutes playlist, but I would remind everybody to follow through the session, follow through the question and answer. People who have been attending, they really enjoy it. We can see till the end you are here with us. But if any day you miss the session and take time to, follow up on that, you might get your questions answered, or you might get a new knowing or insight about yourself. And also enjoy the 20 minutes practice, as like walking also you can use it, doing dishes also you can use it. Different times you can use those playlist at the same time. When you are practicing, also give yourself time to go in silence, to be in your heart space. Enjoy the depth of yourself, that center. I was there today, and when the meditation ended, I couldn't feel myself, and I came out of bliss, very beautiful energy, and the depth I was in, enjoying. So give that time, guide yourself to connect to all these 7 steps, and then see what comes in, and then keep a paper pen ready. Now, when we connect with our higher self, the most important thing is to have a notebook and pen all the time, because we keep getting beautiful messages from our higher self, and many times I have missed and still missing on. But I would just give a reminder that you prepare your hands to write, and your higher self will give you messages that you might think, oh my god, what I realized, I could not have thought about it. And later, if you get a message and then you don't remember what was that, so that things will happen, even the desires, that we are too conscious sometimes, then we are not getting it. So while working also, you would realize something that you would wish to have. So be aware of your day-to-day chores and the way you are every moment, and always feel, do a random check on yourself. Where am I? See, am I here? Am I here? What thought am I carrying? What am I thinking? Why am I thinking like this? So do that check and uh, lovingly correct it, align it. So that is a total shift from outside to inside. Why things are wrong outside will be left behind, and why I am like this, I would come to know.
And how many of the masters think it's a lot of work as of now?
Yes, that's very important. But I
I know,
think
I know some masters said, well, oh, unified is too hard. We can't do it.
we are just
See?
running away from ourselves. That's all I could say when we are running away from unified.
Yeah. I used to think that love is a soft feeling, but people are finding it hard. Amazing.
It's
See?
unbelievable, right? How simple it could be, or what it brings. Even I always thought, like, I never understood the concept of love, because what people are talking about, that never resonated with me.
Mm.
And then that's where the separation comes, and but at the same time, the triggers will also be activated in those moments when you feel separated, because you are not.
And fortunately, the global environment, the cultural shift that is happening across the globe makes it easy for us to express our love, right? In the olden times, remember, nobody could say these words openly, I love you. Nobody could say this, right? Today, the environment is accepting of that. Why is it so? Energy is shifting. Actually, we are all opening up to the experience of true love. We are opening up. We just don't know, right? And that shift is happening sooner or later. Everybody is going to be in that state through whichever path they adapt, right? So experiencing love is the best experience we can even think of today. Just go with the flow, enjoy through unified, at least even if you don't acquire 100% whatever through this program, at least you made some progress. You have created awareness towards something that you should be knowing more about. That's good enough.
And it is not even expected, because at the end, Babaji is ending the chapter that, okay, you have just come to the surface. You're just becoming aware. Okay, this is how it's going to be tomorrow, and then tomorrow, day after. But then you are going to face this. But then, this is all going to happen. And then at one point, that shift happens when we really feel, oh my God, how can I express my gratitude for what I have received in this life? That experience of becoming butterfly.
And the good thing for all of you who are new to this program, the good thing is that Preeti, me, Neha, all of us, like many of the masters here, we have gone through the program once already, right? Some of us have gone through more than one time, and we have progressed from that last chapter that Preeti just mentioned, right? We progressed from there. And those experiences we are able to bring in into the content of this program through our talks, right? So that's the benefit you are getting. You are getting to know more than what is written in the book.
And that too from several masters, right? It's not only one person experience.
Yeah.
And it is being practiced, and whoever is committed. Here we come and we talked about discipline in the very first day, right? Do not post things from here and there. It just destroys everything that we build here in these precious hours that we spend together.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that people want to validate what Babaji is saying in the book through other sources. They just want to validate. Oh, yeah, yes, that person is also saying the same thing. It's why do you need to validate? Don't you trust what Babaji is saying? Right? This is the question I get. But then I just keep quiet because everybody has a different way of learning, right? So maybe some people learn that way.
It's coming as a reminder. We forget that, what we are within is outside. So if I'm forgetting on being loved, then there will be outer post messages that will remind us. That doesn't mean that, we just need to add value by saying this, that, okay, I got this message on that wall and that wall and that wall. It's coming from Babaji, and the preface itself is so powerful, and all the understanding of unified is already given in the first few pages. But then it's a reward that we have done in so many lifetimes, that we could understand all these capsules we can take and become what it is, nothing but love.
And just now I saw this. Ritu Nigamji has shared a picture there in the Hindi group. Maybe Rituji, you can share if you want. You can share it to the English group as well. That picture is very clearly showing how you can see Babaji in your hands, doing this and this. And in that image, when you look at this thing just as a black and white, you see the image of Babaji actually with his hair like that. So you have Babaji with you all the time now. Anytime you want to see Babaji, just do that with your hands and you will see Babaji.
Yes. Actually, I got this picture and I don't know, I can change this. Oh,
That's how, yes. That's how you can
So
see Babaji.
when I like जैसे चलते फिरते हम देखते हैं, then I see, oh my God, this looks like Babaji. And
Yes.
then I stop and see, and then yeah, looks like little bit. Then I check the book
Very
so
good.
many times. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. We all now have Babaji in our hands.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good. All right. Okay, Preeti. Shall we bring the session to close now?
Yes, you wanted to do that 30 minutes ago, but I wanted to take some time with some reminders that I forget at times in the beginning. So definitely thank you so much for being here again every day. And we'll continue. More interesting things are to come, and we'll go together from there.